Transitioning. All right, and here we are. The very first Call of Duty stream, if I'm not mistaken.
You're correct, yep.
It's your boy Clicky.
And your boy Pot of Greed.
Ooh, Pot of Greed
Yes, sir.
is joining me. You may recognize him from the Valorant team.
Well said, it's French.
Yes, it is French. And here we have UJ Call of Duty against. Do you know who we're playing?
I do not, but
Against
what I do know,
the other team. So far, it looks pretty promising. UJ does have control of the hardpoint, and they have been getting some pretty clean kills so far.
it looks like as they're pushing point, they've taken out a couple on. So basically, the purpose of this game mode, for anyone who doesn't know, is your goal is to capture the central point. And when it's contested, there's no progress for either team. So right now, UJ is currently contesting as the Spetsnaz team had taken it. So it looks like, oh, so KUPP. I don't know what college that is, but that's what it is. So we'll call them the Cup.
The
Cup.
cup.
The Cup.
The cup.
So it looks like UJ lost control of the hard point, but they're pushing back onto it. It moved now to kitchen, is what they call this. I know, beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to attempt to swap between perspectives. No worries, right? All easy.
Oh, he's good at it. He's
yeah,
nuts.
look at him.
Oh, look. We're still on the same person. He's getting kills. Oh.
Yes, he is.
Oh, he's not dying.
It looks like they were able to break onto site as well, which is good. So they have a 34 to 20 lead at the moment. They're looking to push and hopefully gain the next 20 seconds. So they're both throwing stuns. Actually, in this game, I don't know how to feel about it, but laying down on a hard point is actually so strong. Great play there by Link to get that double kill. That was actually really clean. So it looks like, oh, go ahead.
Why is laying down on the hard point so efficient?
Yeah, for some reason, I don't know. Call of Duty in a Cold War's movement system, it's very easy to whiff shots when someone's laying on the ground. So you can lay on point and be covering the objective and just keep contesting over and over and over by doing that because it's more difficult to find them. Drop shotting is not actually a thing in this game, really. As you are dropping, it makes your gun like zoom back out, so you actually aren't ADS.
Oh, so you're just hip fire.
So you start to hip fire, but even then, it sometimes pauses hip fire for some reason. It's weird. It's super weird.
Yeah.
But I'm not complaining because drop shotting is super fun, isn't it?
I mean, it's fun to do. It's not fun to play against.
It's very true. It looks like UJ is doing a pretty good job of keeping this point. If you see Optic Waffle up here, he's actually pushed up towards waiting for their spawns. So he's peeking mid. That was a great pick on mid. Looks like they're not even making any progress. They're going to just actually play for the next hard point. So UJ is now going to have to be on the attack on this point. Oh, great. We have kill streaks in. That's awesome. So they're going to be looking to call in this
unfortunate death
strike to see who they can pick. I'm trying to swap, but it looks like we keep losing numbers here. We have Waffle on the point. Waffle takes down 2 to keep the cap. And it looks like he's on a 5 spree with a multi-kill of 3. Nice work. All right.
What a man. He's brawlic.
Dude. Yeah, that. I totally understand that.
Brawlic, beefy. He's a large, masculine man.
Thank you. Wonderful. It looks like they actually broke through and took kitchen control, and they're pushing onto site. So we actually end up, UJ loses site at this point. It looks like Cup is going to be taking it for this point. It'll be about 14 more seconds of scrap time that they're going to get. So UJ is going to start rotating towards mid. Great kill by Waffle there. Great kill by FaZe Me. And Ian Plays also chiming in there. Looks like UJ is doing a good job getting these picks. They're now going to be playing for picks off of their spawn for the most part. So they're going to be keeping the spawn in the back. When they're holding mid, their spawns shouldn't flip unless one of the enemy teams or someone from Cup gets to the other side.
So what grenades are legal?
So only the Semtex grenade is legal. Frag is not allowed.
Okay.
I assume it's largely because you cannot, like Martyrdom back in the day from Call of Duty, when you would die, you'd drop a grenade. I think they're trying to mitigate that from occurring. So, good times.
Which would be good.
Yeah, agreed. It looks like Cup's making some progress.
Ooh.
We are losing numbers on the site. It looks like they were able to take the site, but we have 2 that are getting ready to push together. Oh, Ian gets taken down by the nade, the Semtex. Optic Waffles looking. He's got a pretty good KD right now, too, with 14 and 6. Oh, looks like the guy up on mid is going to be able to get the pick. Ian looked to go from mid and wasn't able to get any. And UJ's spawn actually swapped, so they are now spawning from the backside of this site. And it looks like Optic is getting a nice push. Yep, nice pick there. He should be able to get the guy behind the van when he's done being stunned. He wasn't able to get him. Ian's going to be peeking from window. I actually would like to see him play back a little. They know where he is. They were able to take him. And the spawn's actually flipped again already for UJ. They're on the other side of the map. I think I'm largely just going to spectate UJ. Yeah.
I like that idea.
Yeah,
I like spectating UJ.
You know, it almost makes sense, you know?
Instead of specking Cup. Yeah.
As much as I love cups,
Yeah.
I drink from them daily.
I do too.
Yeah.
Sometimes bottles are better than cups though, because like you can refill a water bottle.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's
and
a good point.
it's got the lid on it. Not all cups have lids.
Yeah, not anymore. They stopped making those actually.
They did stop making cup lids. It's very sad.
Yeah, super sad. Looks like Optic Waffles is getting a push up. They're actually taking kitchen control right now, the opposing team Cup is. And it looks like they're trading back and forth. Optic Waffle actually swapped spawns there, so he managed to get his teammates to spawn back behind kitchen with him, which is actually the play in that case, in case you're curious. I know, fun times, right? Call of Duty is a wonky game because you can flip spawns at the drop of a pin just by getting one person on the opposite side of the map. So Aaron was able, well, Optic Waffle was able.
Yeah, I don't know who Aaron is.
Yeah,
but,
yeah, no.
But Optic Waffle,
Never heard of him,
large Giga Chad.
to say the least. Looks like they're making a move for site. There's 2 more for Cup that's on the outside. It looks like FaZe Me is actually getting a really nice flank right here. Hopefully he can pick off 1 or 2. Nice.
Ooh, very clean.
He wasn't able to get the other one that was still mid. It looks like Link was able to get the trade for that, which was great. Follow up on that.
Fire from Optic Waffle through the wall too.
Oh, looks like Ian Plays was able to get a pistol kill. Okay. The Diamati. All right, they're going to be looking to push probably from mid. You have UJ all around the site right now. They're looking to do retake. Ooh,
Oh, that's
Ian Plays
very
slides
sad.
right in. But that's okay. FaZe Me was able to grab site, and actually UJ is starting to spawn. Optic, Waffle gets picked. Link and Ian Plays are both able to take site. Link goes down. Ian gets the trade. They should be able to stabilize here at least a little bit. But it looks like the numbers for Cup are going to be pretty strong coming from the right side of Garage. Oh,
Ooh,
good
very
pick. Good
close.
first pick.
Good trade though from UJ.
Great trades. They've been doing a good job of getting those trades. They're going to take it right here. Yep.
That's a big first game for UJ.
Yeah, nice 140 point, 43 point. Yeah, I'm really good at math.
He's very good.
Graduated
at math.
IT and really good at math. So
Believe it.
I don't know if you should believe it,
I
but
believe it.
that's good. Thanks.
UJ casters too good at literally everything they do.
It's just so tough being us, you know?
Like being this good at so many things, it almost makes me feel bad for other people that aren't as good at the things that we are. You know,
Wow. I honestly don't know if there's ever been bolder or more accurate words ever spoken.
I know. Like on the Rocket League stream, the other team came in and they subscribed to us.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's pretty respectful.
That's how good we are at casting.
Man, wow.
And just things. We're just good at things.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
I think UJ prides itself on the things that they're able to do effectively.
Many things.
Yes, all of them. Yep. And trust me, I can speak for all of UJ because I'm old. now.
I am UJ.
I am, yes, apparently. Don't quote that. Polly, I hope you're not watching. That would be uncomfortable. But it looks like UJ was able to take a pretty nice win on the hardpoint for CDL Raid, which is actually a Black Ops 2 map. I don't remember actually what they ended up choosing for their second map, but going into this next one, I believe it's going to be Search and Destroy. If not Search and Destroy, it will be Control.
If it's not Control, maybe it's like Escort or something. I don't know. That probably.
You're doing
is.
great. It's
Right.
okay. Overwatch fried your brain.
No. I added it to the game specifically for this purpose. Yeah.
So the crazy part is you're not only saying that we're wonderful casters, you're also saying
We're manipulating
this whole game.
I was going to go with space time,
Continuum. Got it.
but yeah.
Yeah. Well, it looks like we're actually going to be swapping to a new lobby. The other team should be able to host from this point on.
Also, is that a ray gun skin?
Yes.
That's sick. That's so cool.
Yeah, so it's actually a shotgun, and they just added a ray gun skin. Wonderful. So hopefully we'll be getting an invite too for the next game because Cup will get to host this next one. The goal with swapping hosts is to see if you can find a ping or like a relative latency that's actually decent. In previous Call of Duty games, actually in Modern Warfare, I used to play on some gunfight tournaments, and they did not have a designated server at the time. So you would get ping of like 110 with 45% packet loss, and you would be unable to move at all. And it was a wonderful experience, and by wonderful I mean horrible. Wow, good job.
Yeah, that seems like a fun, good time.
Yeah, that's definitely the word for it.
Imagine Call of Duty having dedicated servers.
I mean, I used to play DS, but that was a different kind. It was handheld, you know?
Okay, there we go.
All right, so now we'll have to probably...
Yeah, now we have to change spec.
Do you know how to?
No, not at all.
Wonderful. We may have to message...
No, never mind. It doesn't really matter. Because we have global spec anyways, so it doesn't matter that it says we're on their team. I don't think.
No, I think we have to be swapped to global spec. But the best part is we get to do this all on stream live, and people get to watch us struggle. Let's go, baby.
There we go. They put us on neutral spec.
Yeah, that did work. There we go.
Cool.
There we go. So they had to do it for us.
Yeah.
Look at us.
We're good at things.
Yeah, we
like
know how
I said, we're kind of nuts. Little Shep, I appreciate you coming out for literally every game that we play.
Seriously.
You're probably our biggest fan. Yeah, and
right behind Pot of Greed.
We potentially, and we do appreciate you being here. So yeah, like we were saying, it was a really good first map for UJ. Really large win. They won by a lot. It wasn't close.
Yeah, that was a pretty substantial win by UJ, which is an exciting thing because it looks like we might be able to go into this. So actually. The previous game that we had just played, I'm not certain who we had played last week.
Yeah.
We weren't able to actually get a VOD up for it, and that's okay. But what we were able to do was 6-0 the team that we played on Search. So if that's any sort of a testament to this next map, which actually this is the map they 6-0'd on. I'm going to caster curse them just real quick for that.
Time to get 06.
Yeah, we're going to get 06. You're welcome, UJ. Thank you for indulging me.
Yeah, you can't knock on wood. This isn't real wood. This doesn't count.
You can't tell me that now.
Yeah, I can. Oh, the gym floor. That's real wood.
Ooh, okay, I'll run. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you guys couldn't see it, but he ran. The headset spun while like floating in the air. He left a little cloud of dust, and then he came back, ran directly into the headset, and it went perfectly on, kind of like Bugs Bunny would do. It was pretty impressive.
Wow.
You know, just another trait that UJ has.
Especially their casters. Yeah.
Incredible speed.
Yeah. Ironically, I used to run on the track team, but when I was there, I didn't run because it wasn't fair. So I only did jumping. You know. So.
But you still did the running events. You just did it while hopping.
Yeah. Bunny hopping
else.
the whole time.
Yes.
Yeah. So it was ironic you used a comparison to Bugs Bunny because. Yeah, that's my nickname. Moving on. That was great. I feel like we should probably talk about the DPI of this mouse in front of us, huh?
Is it high?
Considering it's only it's only 800. So
you know 800 standard, right?
Actually, no, yeah.
Yeah, 800
it may be
is
standard.
standard.
That's just too
800
high.
is what most people use.
No, that's just way too low. If you're not on the 1200 gang, I just don't know if you're a gamer.
Oh, I don't.
See, I mean, look at Purple Panda right now in the chat, right? That man absolutely runs 1200 DPI.
He's just wrong. No.
All right. Well.
No, it's you have to go in increments of 800.
800?
So, yeah.
You mean 400?
No, I mean 800. So you use 800, 1600, or 0 DPI.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so 0 is an option?
No.
Okay, well, moving
on. There are 0 dots per inch. It just doesn't know where I'm looking.
Yeah.
When the mouse isn't plugged in.
Isn't that a controller?
DPI. Kind of, yeah, I guess.
You know what I mean?
Controllers are 0 DPI.
Yeah, they really are. Wow. I'm really glad we were able to iron this out. Man, where would we be if we hadn't discussed the DPI?
Yeah.
Well, I know where we would be.
Right
We
here.
would be at Search and Destroy.
Ah.
Map 2. So this is going to be a little bit more fun and hopefully a little easier to spectate because there won't be as much action going on all the time. But it looks like FaZe Me is actually going to be the first one to make contact with Cup. He's looking for some info. Oh, he didn't see him on the tank.
Oh,
and he
no.
falls. So FaZe Me is the first one to fall. As UJ has 2 that are wrapping around the backside. Let's go ahead and see where Waffle is right now. So Waffle, they know that they're probably going to be planting the A site. Yep. Waffle gets caught out on his move. Unfortunate COD timing as it goes. It's still better than Valorant. And it looks like we literally Keiser cursed them. We really did. Remember when we said 6-0? And oh, Ian looks to try to get the pick there. He wasn't able to convert. And it looks like they were able to clean sweep UJ there.
Unfortunate. Time for 5 more of those due to the curse.
I'm looking forward to those 5.
Yeah, me too.
Yes.
It'll be fun.
Imagine if I didn't have Clicky here right now. He's a jumper. He's a track star. Thank you, Purple Panda. I appreciate that. If only that was true. All right, well, going into the next, we're going to go ahead and see. UJ is going to be attacking this time. So they're going to be looking to either take A or B sites. We'll see which one they opt for. It looks like they're sending 3 towards B. It looks like they're just gathering a little bit of intel right now before they make their official push. So we were watching Ian and Link is taking up the double windows at the time. And it looks like Cup was able to get the first pick, and they were traded out on the attempted trade. So Optical Waffle's going for the full flank. It looks like Link was able to get 1, Link was able to get 2, and now it's going to be an even fight going into a 2v2. And Link falls, so it's all up to Optical Waffle. It looks like he was able to pick up an AR. I'm not sure if he's certain on how much ammo he has in it. Hopefully he checks that.
Nah, 14 bullets is more than enough.
More than enough for the 2. So he's actually going to have to make a move and an attack here. It looks like, oh, Cup spotted him. So he's going to go ahead and grab Bomb and work his way back up. Cup is still covering the A site. Looks like they're starting to push a little bit closer. He has 12 bullets left in his Krig.
Nah, he's fine.
Let's see if this COD timing occurs. Oh, he gets caught swapping. Unfortunate. That was good.
We're just in sync. We're just energetically aligned.
I think that not by any choice of our own, but by pure circumstance.
I think you want to give me $20. I think that's what this means.
That's ironic. I was given $20 today. Is that what it was for?
Actually?
Yeah, actually. Yeah, for actually no good reason.
Oh.
I was at work. Oh. All right, so Purple Panda said, I heard if you have a 1200 but lower, your sense to replicate 800 DPI, then you get lower latency. All right, well,
That's not true.
I think there's no way to prove that that's not true.
But so the way DPI works
Thank you.
is so the laser on the mouse, right?
Correct.
It's what tracks the movement.
Correct.
And so changing the DPI basically changes how many quote unquote dots per inch there are, and with each dot it moves a certain amount. So so it's basically just increasing the sensitivity of the mouse on the mouse versus changing it in settings. That's
makes
all
sense.
it's really doing.
Look at you. Oh, Optic Waffle's able to find the second pick. He anticipates the push. He knew that the trade was coming. He was able to get that. It looks like it's going to be a 1v2, a 1v3 actually, in UJ's favor. So we'll go ahead and see. It looks like of that wonderful name. We'll call him Frank. What do you think?
My boy, Frank.
Who doesn't love a good Frank?
My boy.
Oh, looks like he's getting a... Oh, but he gets timing by the other because the other one was holding the cross. That was wonderful. Well played by UJ there.
I do want to discuss his crosshair placement, though.
We don't have to talk about it.
No, I want to talk about it.
You know, crosshair placement is completely different in this game
That
compared
is
to
not
Valorant.
true.
I
I don't feel like aiming at people's kneecaps is the correct crosshair placement.
He's already anticipating recoil.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Recoil control not needed when you're pre-aiming at kneecaps. That is true. That is true.
That's a good point. Yeah. So actually, he's anticipating his flick up on the left stick or on the right stick.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Unless he plays inverted for some bizarre reason. Also, why did I actually think that Optic Waffle was going to flash himself there?
He
But
could have,
yeah, he did not, fortunately.
but what then? What if he did?
I don't know if I would
Then
ever
he
be able
can't
to look at
see.
my brother the same. I think that was actually a team nade there. So,
Oh, there's friendly fire?
yes, there is friendly fire. I
Oh.
believe there is. Maybe not in this version, but in CDL, oh, unfortunate. He was able to get picked off before he could get that. It looks like Ian goes in for the trade and is unfortunately able to capitalize on that. Link is still holding his position up top. Obviously, he's on A heaven,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As one does.
Yeah, the proper call. So FaZe Me is looking to get the pick. Wasn't able to get that there. Let's go ahead and see with Link. They only have 27 seconds. It looks like FaZe Me is gonna be the last alive. He's able to get one. And he's able to get two. And he knows there's someone behind him. He's able to get the third. Oh, but he gets traded.
So
Wonderful
close.
play by FaZe
Yeah.
Me to get 3 there. That was rather impressive.
Almost insane.
And it looks like he's running the Milano. So actually, there's only a few guns in this game that are really used. And it's going to be the Krig 6. It's going to be the AK-74U, which is an SMG. And actually, we're using the only other gun that really anyone uses, which is the Milano. So that was a pretty good play by him. Unfortunately, UJ falls down 3-1 going into their next defending round. We'll go and see what they do, whether they opt to send 2 to each site or if they send more, if they stack a site, either 3 at one and 1 at the other, or no pressure, right?
Yep, I would agree. Yep,
That's a really good point you made there, Clicky. Thank you. And it looks like Link was able to get the first pick from the heady up top.
On to Wacky.
On the Wacky,
That
indeed.
pick, kind of wacky.
Imagine. And I love, actually, if you look up at the top of the screen, you can see that we have 3 players that are running the same skin on the Spetsnaz. Link, Ian Plays, and FaZe Me. And then on the other team, they also have 3 guys that are running the same skin and 1 different. What are the odds? Do you think it's a strat?
I think they're energetically aligned, and they want to give me $20.
I think you're totally right. And it looked like, unfortunately, Link was a little bit too pushed up there. FaZe Me. Oh, but they actually get a team kill. So now,
Yep, so we know
Optic
friendly fire
Waffle was
exists.
able. Yes, it is. It is now actually official.
It exists.
It is a thing. Wonderful. Great play by Optic Waffle to come take those trades. And it looks like he was able to get 2 here.
He's nuts.
Look at that.
It's too good.
Totally not aim assist.
No.
Oh, wait. Too soon?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Thank you. Thank you for clarifying that.
Speaking of aim assist, how strong is aim assist in this god? Is it
Aim
kind of
assist
nuts?
is very strong in this game. Now, it doesn't mean that it doesn't negate your timing, your sense of being able to play certain objectives and whatnot.
Yeah.
But yes, aim assist is very strong. You can get the unfortunate side of aim assist at times, which means the opposing team, apparently in that case, gets the headshot in there that you don't, based off of flinch and recoil. So that's always fun, right? It looks like Ian's going to try to make this pick, but FaZe Me was fallen. It looks like it's just going to be, it's down to 1.
Oh.
It looks like Ian Plays tried to make the play there, but guess all Ian does is just play now.
True. Doesn't quite make plays, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll get there. Maybe the Z will be able to be put back into his name eventually.
Yeah.
Unless that just means he's sleeping.
Could be sleeping.
Yeah.
And it's time for him to wake up.
Well said. Actually, it looks like the side for UJ, we have 2 players that are both even on their KD, and it looks like Link and Optic Waffle are both even, 5 and 5 for Link, and 4 and 4 for Optic Waffle, and then FaZe is at 3 and 6, and Ian Plays is at 1 and 4. So it looks like if we can get a little bit more an even spread, I think we'll be able to get ourselves back into this map.
Yeah, I would agree. I think if UJ gets more kills, they're going to be closer to winning.
That's a really good point, actually, now that you say it. And unfortunately, Ian Plays gets caught out on position at that time. It looks like he pushed up just a bit too far. So it looks like Optic Waffle and Link are both covering. Our Optic Waffle and FaZe Me were both covering the same spot of the map for a moment there. They know that there's someone here. It looks like they were just trying to get intel with those nades or see if they could get something out of position. Let's go ahead and see where looks like Optic Waffle was able to get 1. He knows there's another person here. Looks like he's running up. He knows there's 2. He gets to trade on that.
Oh, does he get the third?
Let's see if he gets the 3rd.
Oh, no.
He
the
doesn't
other
know.
way, the other way.
Oh, he gets the kill on the
gets
Diamatti.
3.
It looks like it's just a 1v1 now. So it's going to be Optic Waffle against Eric M. So we're going to see Eric is actually pushing. The bomb is down where Optic Waffle is. Let's see if it gets... And Waffle wins
the ace, too.
Was that the ace for him?
Clutch.
I think you're right.
Yeah,
I
he got
think you're
the
right.
ace clutch
Yes.
to win the round for UJ.
What a great play by Optic Waffle. Yeah, you're correct.
He
gets that first. Comes around for the second. Manages to snag that one. Gets the Diamatti kill. And then gets the 4th. You're right.
Yeah, he's too good. He's too clean.
Oh, what a great play by Waffle. Well done, UJ. All right, it looks like they're shaping it up a bit more. It's going to be a closer map now. It's going to be 4-3. Now, it's still favoring Cups, unfortunately. You know, Cups.
You know, UJ, it's just not something I can hold liquid, but Cup can. And that's definitely a pretty clear advantage there.
That's a great point, actually. Ironically, when we had just been talking about their KDs, Optic Waffle is now double positive after being only single positive. So that's a good way to have a round go. So it looks like Link is going to be looking for the cross. Okay, he knows that he got intel that there's someone up there. I think he's thinking it's down lower.
Yeah, I think he thinks that too.
Yep. Oh, great pick by Optic Waffle. Looks like Link gets traded out up top, of course, right after I switch spectating. Good timing. And it looks like UJ's going to not make contact with anyone as of yet. I'm just going to literally stare at the mini-map and see if I can figure things out.
I mean, honestly, yeah, that's probably the way to cast.
I would never.
He didn't see him. He saw him. Nope. Oh, wait, never mind. Teammates. Never mind. He saw his teammate.
Oh, Ian plays, tries to get up a little too far and ends up getting picked. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to get back behind that wall, but it looks like it's just going to be a 1v2 here for FaZe Me on their attacking round.
UJ
so he's going to need to get the bomb down. All right, so he has understanding of where one of them is. He doesn't know where the second is. Well, now he does, actually, based on that nade location. It came from his right. Let's see if he can make the play here. He gets one. Great play. And it looks like they're not going to go for the trade because he knows he has to get bombed down. And unfortunately, UJ will not be able to get bombed down.
Sad.
Darn good. Valiant effort by FaZe Me nonetheless. But it looks like the map point is coming up for Cup here. So it's going to be 5-3 in favor of Cup. And here's the best play from Wacky. He's able to get 2.
Controller aim is just a different breed.
It's so wild seeing the difference between all sorts. All right. Let's go ahead and see what UJ can do here to bring back the deficit within 1. And now, you do not win by 2 in Search and Destroy in Call of Duty, just so you know. You know, there's no, it's all or nothing. You either get 6 or you don't. All right, well, we have good intel on where a couple of them are. We know that there's great pick first by Link, but Ian Plays gets traded out at the same time. We'll go ahead and see who makes contact first. FaZe Me is able to get one. Hopefully he doesn't get traded out right away. He does. I figured they would swing on that. And Link gets caught out of position with the one who had rotated through B.
I think he knew
or through
he was
A, actually.
there, too.
Yeah, it looked like the A attacker pushed through at that time. So it's going to be a 1v2 situation for Optic Waffle here.
But if I want any of the UJ players in the situation, it would be Optic Waffle.
Let's see if he gets timinged. He gets timinged almost. Oh.
The trophy system.
The trophy system.
Directly in front of him.
Just right. I'm fortunate it didn't kill him, actually.
Wait,
oh.
that can happen?
Yes, if you throw a lethal Semtex.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It can kill you. So.
That's so funny.
Yeah, unfortunate to see UJ fall this map, but it's going to be a 1-1 series so far. So, you know, we'll take it. We'll take it. We enjoy a little more COD, huh?
I do agree.
We get a 4th map no matter what now.
More Call of Duty is more good.
That's actually a really great phrase.
It's an equation, actually.
Oh, can you prove it?
Or a function, rather.
Function.
Not simply an equation. A special equation that has variables.
Wow.
Believe it.
Wow, that was a wonderful description of what you were just explaining.
Yeah.
I was not listening at all. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, but neither were the viewers, so it's okay.
Glad we're all on the same page here. Wonderful. Hopefully we're going to get another invite to go back into the other lobby. UJ is going to be hosting this next map. You know, there actually is the chance that that did play a bit of a factor with them not being the hosts of that map, especially from the point of it being that there can be increased latency like we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
Now, that may not have played a significant factor, but I'd be curious to talk to them after this to see if that did indeed. So we'll go ahead and see when we get an invite into map 3. Or can I just quick join them? Oh, yes, what a wonderful name. A warm toilet. I love it. All right, we're going to go ahead and join in.
That is a pretty banger name.
I mean, you can't complain. All right, it looks like, yep. So the next map is going to be Garrison. It is going to be Control. So as I had explained to this earlier to you, Clicky, I know you were learning about Control.
I was learning.
I know, actually, there's quite a few people that don't really know what Control is. So basically, there's just 2 sites. You attack them, and you try to capture them, and you try not to die more than the other team. Why didn't I just describe it to you that way earlier?
I don't know. That's much simpler than the way you described it earlier.
Oh, good.
I still don't understand it, though.
Perfect. Well, the only way to understand it is by viewing it, right?
Yep, and that's yet another UJ skill. Misunderstanding simple ideas.
Yes.
But intentionally. We're very smart. It's just intentional.
I see.
It's to make other people feel better.
Yeah.
It's like an extension of like empathy, I guess, in a way.
Yeah, I could see that. That's
So,
actually a good point.
yeah.
Now that you say it that way, ironically, I realize I've been partaking in that for years. And not even by my own choice, but instead by the people around me, just making it a consequence of my actions.
Yep.
Wow. Is that UJ's whole goal?
Make people feel better.
Is that why we pay $1 million to go here?
That is why we pay $1 million to go here.
Well, if you didn't know, UJ often gets roasted for the price that we pay to go to college here. As I can very, very, very enjoyably recall the football game that I went to against Valley City State University. Boo Valley City.
Nah.
They enjoyed telling us that we pay way too much and that we're bad. So it was a good conversation to have.
Yeah,
Great.
that does sound
really
like
thoroughly enjoyed it.
Good constructive conversation.
Yes. Well, we'll see how map 3 goes. They actually should be getting it started pretty quick here. Yep. Going into it now. Clicky, what do you want to see? Huh?
Call of Duty. That's what I want to see.
I'd shake your hand if I wasn't 2 feet away from you.
I can't.
Oh,
his arms are so long.
The length.
My hand was right on my armrest, and his arm just kept extending. Yet another
'cause I was a
trait
jumper.
UJ casters have.
Wow. Actually,
Extendo
crazy.
limbs. Not just arms. Legs also do that.
Would we get do you think we'd get copyrighted if I said go gadget arms?
No. If we use like a sound bit, then we would get copyrighted.
Oh.
But we can say it. It's
Okay.
like how we can say that Garfield likes lasagna, you know?
Oh, that's a good
yeah,
point.
like that's not copyright.
Yeah, that's just public knowledge.
Yeah, so if
Yeah.
if we show a comic of Garfield saying he likes lasagna, that's copyright.
Well, I don't see why we wouldn't.
I don't like copyright laws.
Yes, indeed.
It's like paying taxes. You just forget about it. Eventually, the laws go away.
So it actually looks like UJ was the first team to
Right.
connect, and they're missing. So Homicide is just now loading in, and it looks like Eric M is just now getting into the match. I'm not certain what they do in this case, because I'm not complaining that UJ got a little extra, but
that kind of just seems like an issue on COD's end. I don't think they connected late.
Indeed. So it looks like Link was able to get 2 picks near the first on B. So they're working their way to capturing the progress on B. So it looks like they're going to keep attacking here. Oh, hopefully Ian Plays is able to catch a pick there. Unfortunately not. He gets picked instead. And it looks like UJ for the most part has fallen. Link's able to get a pick there. He's trying to spray. Actually, there's some portions of the maps in Cold War that you can wallbang.
Yeah.
For better or worse. Good times. Actually, have you played the Vanguard beta?
I have not. I heard it was not.
Yeah.
Best.
You can literally wallbang anything. So you can be shooting cross map through the middle of a house and hit someone. So it was a very unique experience, to say the least. I will not say whether or not I had a good or bad time.
Can I go through multiple walls?
Yes.
Oh, so FMJ is just.
It's basically constant FMJ as default.
Oh,
Yeah, basically.
that seems good, I think.
Yeah, I think that's definitely where you want to be.
Do you think Activision is just trolling us at this point? You think they know their games are bad and they're just putting it out because people will buy it and they're just
They know that
giggling
they
to
can make-
themselves?
I mean, who knows really? You know, we don't know, but it could be nonetheless.
It sure seems like they're just trolling us at this point.
Well, fortunately, while we were being trolled by Activision, UJ was able to capitalize on capturing the B site. So they're going to be making their way towards A here. And it looks like they are down by 2 lives now. Link
3
was,
lives.
Oh, 3 lives now, man.
Oh, can we make it 4? We
Oh,
can't,
but we
but we
traded
can
back.
even stuff out.
Almost. Almost.
Woo.
And good thing I'm catching all the action. I'm really glad this is working out as well
Yeah,
as it is.
this is some high quality specking. If
Yeah,
I've ever seen it.
you
It's
know.
almost as good as my Valorant specking. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. Can confirm
Oh.
as I play.
Unfortunate.
All right, looks like FaZe Me is going to be making his way. Looks like Optic Waffle is able to get 1 here, and he gets traded out. Ian's looking to go for the flank. Link's able to get the pick in the top. And they actually are running out of a bit of time. FaZe Me has a great flank here. Ian is with him. Ian plays right there with him. Let's see if he's able to... Oh, yep, Link is able to get the first trade. FaZe Me, they were able to take site. That's good. This is a pretty tough site to defend, actually. So it's fortunate that UJ was able to get onto it. Hopefully they can keep it. Ian is going to be pushing the guy that made his way towards heaven. Nice. FaZe Me is able to get him first. And it looks like they got a trade for FaZe falling. And Link... Oh, of course I swapped right then. Good job, me.
You got this.
Oh,
Woo.
nice job. So we were actually able to capture both zones, and that puts us up 1. So it's the first team to win 3 takes the map. So now UJ is going to be heading to defense. And now they have to do the job that Cup was not able to do. No pressure.
Can we do it better? I mean, probably. But
I love the confidence. Truly.
I mean, is it confidence when it's fact?
I don't know. If you think of, like, if we're saying these things, do we put the con in confidence? You know what I mean?
I put the confidence in confidence.
Oh, you put the confidence in
Yeah,
confidence.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. Thank goodness. I was
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of nervous, actually.
I mean, can we check KDs right now?
Yeah, we can. So it looks like Link is 10-5 right now. FaZe Me drops a 4-7. Optic Waffle 7-3, and Ian plays as 1-7 at the moment.
But so for the most part, UJ kind of popping a little bit.
Yeah, UJ for the most part is able to keep its even spread. It looks like Optic and Link have the most kills at the moment. Oh, great pick by Optic Waffle there to get 2, but unfortunately he's going to be traded out by the teammate that pushed with.
Even getting 1 there though in that scenario.
Yeah,
Nice.
indeed.
That's we take that.
He got the person trying to trade,
Yeah.
which is good. So Ian was getting wall banged there. He breaks glass. They're probably going to know where he is.
They
Optic
did
Waffle's
not
able
know
to
where
get
he was.
1. And
Good
there you
trade.
go. So Optic Waffle at this position is actually defending the point. So he's going to... They're going to keep spamming him with different nades and whatnot. And so he's actually contesting here to stop them from taking any site control. He gets his trophy down, which is going to be good in case they have any more util. FaZe Me actually is able to get a couple picks. Wow. Great wrap by UJ there. And it looks like Ian's going to be coming from spawn.
UJ is
So
good
is
at
Link.
rapping.
Yeah, like you should hear them. Man, they spit bars.
They're freestyling insane. It's nuts.
I don't disagree.
Too
you know?
good. That was a nice pre-fire there.
Yeah,
For
it
the
looks
wall
like he was
bang.
able to anticipate him there.
Yeah.
Ian is looking to get the trade here. Link and FaZe Me were both able to get a couple picks. FaZe Me's looking. This is actually a really solid defense by UJ here.
Almost getting the kill.
Oh,
there.
looks like Optic Waffle ends up getting picked there. FaZe Me is able to get 1. FaZe goes for the second. Wasn't able to get it. Link is the only one up right now for UJ. The others are all coming from spawn. Link's able to get the pick there. So what happens
Ooh, he
here?
gets 2,
Oh,
but
Link
does
almost
get
manages to get out of the nade too. Did you actually want to speak, or do you?
No. You're fine. Talking, it's not something I have to do. It's something that I do to close those awkward gaps. Make them more awkward just by
Oh.
adding my presence.
Good.
Yet another UJ skill.
And fortunately, Link was able to push his presence up. Oh, he falls as soon as I start commenting on it.
Caster's curse.
And it looks like, so basically, if Cup is able to get a capture here, they're going to end up getting more time to attack the other site. So hopefully Optic Waffle, oh, he doesn't see the guy that's right by him, but is traded out by FaZe Me, and Ian plays. They're able to get a couple picks here. Ian makes a push up, is able to defend part of B, and Link gets the pick from behind. Wonderful defense so far. They're keeping it up. They're able to stimmy it a bit, but not the kind of stimmy that you'd want. That gives you money. Oh, nice blind spray there. Ends up getting a pick and was able to stall him off the point and long enough to get the win for the second round. So UJ is actually going to take a pretty commanding lead with 2-0.
So I don't want to say it, but it does look like there was a little bit of letter numbering there. C9ing.
No, nobody letter numbers. That doesn't happen here. Yeah, it happens.
There was a little bit of C9ing on Cup
Absolutely,
side.
there was a little bit of
Yeah, that was a little
there.
unfortunate for Cup there.
Fortunately, UJ was able to get a couple of those picks to force them off point, to push them in a little bit of an uncomfortable zone. But nonetheless, you are right.
They still didn't recontest, and they could have.
That is true. That is true. Link's a scary guy. I mean, there's a reason he's 17-11.
Terrifying.
And FaZe Me popped off. When we last checked in on FaZe Me, he was what? I think he was like
playing Call of Duty.
3 and 3, like
something
two
like,
or something
like that.
Now
Yeah,
he's 14-11. That's
Yeah.
looking pretty good. Optic Waffles 13-7. Good thing I'm catching all these kills. Ian's able to get a pick there. It looks like Ian's gonna take a more offensive approach on B. And are they even gonna contest? Okay, there's the first. Ian was in the right position at the right time to get that.
Just that awkward off angle that they're not really going to expect.
Indeed.
And that's
Optic
going
Waffle
to
gets one pick.
full cap B already for them. That's massive.
That's a huge attack. Ian gets the pick from the spawn. That was a great pick there. And so Link may know that there's one already on site. He's going to throw his trophy down, see what they can make for progress. Ian's pushed up on the backside. Ian, oh, he almost gets he gets a huge pick. Link gets the trade on the back of site, and they're already on. Let's see what UJ can do. Ian, another big pick there. Optic Waffle able to get that pick. FaZe Me is coming from spawn. Link and Optic and Ian ends up falling, but Link and Optic are still there. Link falls to nade. It looks like Optic Waffle's still capturing. He's able to get one. He stays alive. He almost gets the second.
I got to respect the pre-fire, though. He knew exactly where the dude was.
Oh, looks like FaZe Me got the advantage on that by jumping over. Oh, Ian gets traded out. But are they going to contest? They C9
again!
Wow. Convincing win.
Oh, so not to discredit UJ at all, but I would more like to say that's an unconvincing loss.
True.
For Cup than that is a convincing win, because they had two separate times when they should have contested and they didn't contest.
Yeah.
And UJ won the round because of it.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, we've been talking about what kind of qualities UJ has, and one of them is intimidating.
I think we just have all of the qualities.
That's it.
But
man, the fact that you consistently one-up me is so a UJ quality.
Yeah. UJ does just consistently one-up basically everyone else.
Literally every time I've seen them play Mario, UJ literally is constantly one-upping.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Every time.
Literally.
Sometimes they even two-up.
999 lives?
Believe it.
Wow. That is rather impressive, to be completely honest.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the only way to watch this is, of course, by plugging in my controller. So I'm going to run back to my room real quick.
What? Why can we?
I'm going to start mirror playing them. I'm going to ghost underneath the table as we're casting, pretending I'm playing as Optic Waffle.
Oh, okay.
We have that kind of connection.
Understandable.
Yeah, not because he's my brother. Or
That's not you're not playing for him. It's just you feel like you're playing.
Yeah. And it's
yeah.
ironic because that's the only way my wife lets me play Breath of the Wild.
Understandable.
Yeah, so I'm usually running the GameCube controller, but I forget it's not supported for that, so it's kind of awkward. I don't really know where to go from this, but you know.
Hopefully they invite us or something.
I don't know if I really want them to.
Yeah, or not. I mean, that would also be fun. I feel like chat would be pretty okay with us just talking. Were you watching the Rocket League game on Monday?
No, I didn't end up watching Mondays. I did watch the previous weeks, but
so
tell me about it.
Well, Weddle and I casted the games. Took about like 20-ish, 25 minutes.
Sure.
And then we talked for probably half an hour after the game was done. Like 25 minutes of it was on, the the see you next time screen.
Got it.
You know,
Yeah.
yeah, we just kept talking.
That is wonderful.
So yeah, if there's one thing UJ casters can do, it's talk much more than they should.
Wow, that's a. Yeah, I think I'm already fitting into that, and this is the first time I've ever casted. So
Yeah, true caster, actual UJ caster.
I feel like I'm just naturally a caster in real life because all I ever do is talk too much. You know.
That's fair.
But hey, you know, we get paid to
fall
do
into a
it.
similar
So
boat.
I mean, we totally don't get paid to do it or anything. So yeah, moving on to the next topic.
No, yeah, imagine getting paid to talk over video games. That would be insane.
On-
I would probably, I would do that for a job, if if that were actually a job. But
yeah, that's a good point.
unfortunately, we don't get paid. You know,
Yeah, you know,
highly illegal.
yeah, highly.
But you know, when there's casters as quality as us, you have to bend some rules to get us in there. You know.
I mean, I wouldn't blame them. There's a reason why we have all 3 viewers that are watching. You know.
Mhm.
Actually, I have no idea how many we
Ah,
have.
good.
We're struggling to connect. So we'll go ahead and see if we can get into the next lobby. Hopefully, we get an invite soon.
Maybe
I've been
maybe,
joining, but
maybe
you know.
not.
Yeah, we'll see. But actually, what I was gonna say when you were referencing the fact that you had ended up talking for about half an hour
Mhm.
following the stream. Actually, don't we pretty much go straight into a league stream after this?
That is true.
Yeah,
That we do. So, not only do I get to talk for much longer than I should, I get to talk for much longer than I should over video game gameplay.
Wow.
Yeah, it's insane. I might even hit a point where we're not even discussing the game anymore. Like during the homecoming stream, how we just stopped talking about Smash and started making vegetable tier lists.
Oh, you started making vegetable tier
Yeah,
lists.
what's the most S tier vegetable? Like objectively.
Like objectively?
Yes.
Well, I feel like most people would say carrot.
Mm,
It's like the most common vegetable that I see.
You're
Oh, well,
forgetting one.
potato?
Yes.
Yeah, potato's S tier, you're right. That's a good point.
Yep.
But when you think of traditional vegetable, because
No,
potato's just kind of a potato. It's a starch, man.
Yeah, it's its own thing.
It's its
you
own
can do
entity.
too much with it.
Yeah, actually, ironically, we had been discussing what your favorite style of potato was, whether
Yeah.
it's like potato wedges,
Mhm.
French fries, all of this yesterday at Senate. So
What is the best
Chick-fil-A waffle fries.
Oh, hash browns. 100%.
Chick-fil-A waffle fries.
But like the shredded kind of hash browns, not the fast food. Toys Picked is also very good. That's another
I don't think I've ever
prime
had
option.
twice. I don't think I've ever had twice baked.
Oh, it's good. It's very good.
Well, considering I just had Chick-fil-A waffle fries today, actually.
Yeah.
Probably about what, 4 hours ago?
Mhm.
Yeah, probably. About.
From the Chick-fil-A in Jamestown. Yep.
Yeah, the one that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
All right. Well,
Why-
we will go ahead and see. Hopefully,
Why do they hate us?
I think it's just COD, man.
Activision's trolling us again.
They probably heard what we were saying earlier.
Probably. Yeah,
That's-
Activision heard us talking about the non-dedicated servers,
What's that?
and they decided that now we don't get to connect to any servers.
Yeah, I think they're like, oh, well, that changed abruptly. They're all just there.
Okay.
Good. All right. Well, it looks like they need to change one. Oh, actually, we're trading Ian Plays for Wacky.
Yeah, understandable.
So we'll see how this goes. We're just sending one PC for another PC.
Yeah.
You know, it's just how it goes. And it is still actually rather interesting to me. I'd be curious to know if Eric, Frank, and Homicide are all playing on next-gen consoles, because it's PS4 or 5,
Yeah.
but I'm not certain which. So, you know, is UJ just better? You get what I'm saying? You know?
I mean, I think we've got the hardware to one up them. You know?
Yeah, minimum 1 up. Could be 2 up, like you were talking about
Yeah.
earlier.
Imagine 2-upping. But that's just a UJ quality. You know, 2-upping.
I think I've never thoroughly enjoyed a phrase as much as I've enjoyed that. Like, just 2-upping all the time.
Oh, you think that's good? You should just hear me casting any other time. I'm just
I have
I'm just
actually.
spitting bangers probably by the minute. You know?
Yeah, probably by the minute. But I don't know. I don't usually stick around enough. Once I hear your voice, I'm like, This is so lovely.
Yeah,
And then I
like-
do stick around.
Yeah,
You probably didn't know that's where I was going with that. I'm sorry. I didn't make that very abruptly
No.
clear.
I understood. It's okay.
Yeah.
I know what's going on in your head.
Yeah. High IQ.
And everyone else's head actually. Telepathy is another UJ quality.
High
You come to
Q,
UJ, you can learn telepathy.
You know, I actually don't know why, but now that I've been saying IQ a few times in a row, it reminded me of when I was in high school and there was someone in my class that was like, I have a high IQ. I have a 4.0.
Yeah.
And it
Why-
still
why-
hurts me. It
why-
still hurts me.
Oh yeah, that's mental griefing. Oh man.
Well said, truly. Well said. So,
Oh,
I mean, I guess we could go back to watching Hardpoint. And Ian is
popping
able to
off.
find those 2 picks there.
He's
and
pogging off.
I'm not going to lie. I actually can tell. I can feel the latency in the stream right now. You can see it on their perspective.
Yeah.
You see the bit of jittering that's
yeah,
a little more
it
consistent
just
here?
looks yucky. It looks like how Call of Duty servers are. That was some good specking. I did like.
It looks like they're actually going to restart. So it may have literally
Okay.
been what I was referring to, which
Yeah.
was the
The
not
high
very
quality 10 tick rate COD
strong.
servers.
Yes, indeed. So good thing we let the PS4 host. We're probably going to have to work on that.
Mhm.
Actually, yeah, it should be their host for Game 4. Measly, to answer your question, it is going pretty well. UJ is currently up 2-1 in the maps. We were able to win the first hardpoint on raid. We fell in the second map, Search and Destroy. I don't recall the name of that map.
I
But we
have
castle cursed
absolutely
them.
no idea.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shake your hand for that.
Ah,
Yeah.
good.
And then the third map, we just took the control on that one map that we all know the name of.
Mhm.
Yep. So now we're up 2-1, going into the map we all know the name of by Moscow.
And not just because it's on the screen. We know it by heart.
Yeah.
Because so we know that some of the biggest enemies to freedom are communists, and
And we know they must go.
yeah,
Must go.
yep.
Yep.
You see, there's
I
a
was
little
really trying for that.
a little sickle and hammer there, and that's communism. We don't like communism.
Dude.
We forgive our enemies, but we never forget their names. Remember,
That's a really good point.
the famous JFK quote.
I would just like everyone to know that we've been shaking hands for a good 15 to 25 seconds at the minimum. So
I would wager to say it's been closer to 2 minutes.
yeah, that's actually probably accurate.
Yeah.
Time goes so slowly when
No,
I
yeah.
when I look towards you.
You all think we're bluffing? Like we make all these ridiculous claims. We're not kidding.
There has not been a single bluff this entire time.
No, we're actually telepathic.
Yep.
We've actually been shaking hands for 2 minutes. UJ does 2 up. There's no lies.
I'm gonna slowly disengage this handshake.
I
but
won't.
I know you won't. And actually, he stayed true to his word.
Yeah.
If you want to hear the noise that my chair is making as my arm is being violently shaken against it,
You're going to have to gnaw your arm off.
Oh,
Yeah.
have you ever seen the video Shia LaBeouf?
Yes, I have.
Yes, just like the small child that had to gnaw his leg out of the bear trap.
I mean, it's similar, but UJ does it better than a small child.
And a bear trap.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
And our handshakes are stronger than the grip of a bear trap.
oh, and the rock, and stronger than the grip of a rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a really good point. I honestly see no difference in this lobby. I'm not certain if maybe there was just a disconnect on the side of Cup. I also don't know the rules in regard to that. Maybe it's within a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
But it looks like Cup ended up with a team kill. And good thing I captured all of the insane stuff going on. But considering it took that long, let's see if it takes that long to load again. Do you see his reticle? It takes a
Yeah.
minute for it. Yeah, you see how it takes a minute for it to load? But face me, great pick.
I hope that's just on our end and not on his end.
I would also hope that.
Because that's really yucky.
I don't know. I kind of like staring
bad.
into the blur of life, you know? And that's kind of what I would describe that reticle as.
I mean, you could just not
Oh,
use not
optic
use sights.
waffle. Okay, with those. Yeah, it's true. You could just not use sights. And it looks like Ian gets traded on the site. So UJ is going to be spawning out. Optic is still, Waffle's still able to contest a bit on this hard point and ends up losing on the mount. Unfortunate timing. Caught.
That stands for Call of Duty.
Yes,
Believe
it
it
does.
or not. And it also is a kind of fish.
Yes, ironically, it's one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah,
but cod, the game is not. So
yeah.
I don't really know why we're here, but
You learn new things every day. Cod is both a game and a fish. I don't know why they would name them the same thing. You know,
yeah, it's
it's a little confusing, especially because the game and the fish are so similar.
yeah,
But
and they really are almost indistinguishable,
yeah,
which is the most difficult part about this. Let's see if FaZe Me can get the pick. Because basically we're just fish casters right now, you know?
yeah, but on land, it's like lungfish. You know, the ones that can
On
survive.
land?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
this is online.
Fish online.
You see what I'm saying? Because we're not on land.
But we could be on land. We can host land tournaments if you guys subscribe and support the team.
Wow, that was a good one.
Oh, I am such a good caster.
Man, the fact that you're able to seamlessly
Oh,
transition to
oh
that is rather
man,
impressive.
I yet another UJ quality.
Thank you. Oh, Waffles end up getting 2 there, but gets traded out. Ian finds 1. It looks like you're just going to be making their way onto the hard point here. They know there's one back site. Link was able to trade him out.
Can you not shoot trophy systems?
You can, and he did.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
Oh.
Yep, he was able to get rid of that trophy. Oh, unfortunate. Honestly,
Ooh,
that
good. That was a good transfer.
that really was.
Ian.
Unfortunately, it really looks like latency's the issue. Look at the difference in response rate between UJ and in this game compared to the previous.
Mhm.
If you can tell by their movement just how different it is. So I'd wonder where Cup's from. But who knows? Cup's probably from some faraway land like Nebraska.
So KUPP, Canada University of Public People.
Yes, yes. They forgot the F because they weren't able to fit it into the client tag. KU for, Kansas University for public people.
Well, no, no, you don't capitalize the F though, because it's like one of those words
No,
that you
you
don't capitalize
lowercase
in yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's one of those
KU, capital KU,
lowercase F.
capital PP.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, good thing I was totally transitioning the scene there as we were talking about the most important thing I think I've talked about today, actually.
Canada University
For public
people.
people. Yeah, good thing
Yeah,
I swapped off site.
There's no 4 in there. 4 is a number.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think numbers are illegal in Canada.
That's
so.
true. That's true. They do use the metric system.
Yes. Let's talk about a majority of the world.
Garrett would like that one.
Oh, yes, he would. See, it's so bizarre to me seeing that positioning by FaZe Me and him not recognizing where the individual is until so late into the look.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's where it's kind of getting me. Ian is able to get the trade. Honestly, Ian is a high latency warrior.
Yeah. He just is built to play on lag.
He really is. He really is. Actually, ironically, there's another individual on the Valorant team that is built that way too. What does he go by? Oh yeah, you guys tend to refer to him as Insanium.
Is he a high lag warrior?
Yeah, he is.
Oh.
He used to be back in the day. He used
Oh
to
well,
play.
yeah. Back in the day, yeah.
Yeah. He still is at heart.
Yeah, he's built the same way that he used to be built,
Indeed.
and so he still can play on high lag
Yeah.
if need be.
Yeah, and you should just see him on low latency.
Mm.
It's the same.
Lag in Valorant is like it's so bad to play with. Too. It's just so it feels so bad.
It does. The difference in the amount of time you get to react to someone that is picking you is
It seems like
actually absurd.
it's such a large difference compared to games like Overwatch.
It is, indeed. Overwatch is actually a pretty solid game when it comes to latency.
Yeah.
Because you can anticipate it a bit easier. Oh, unfortunate reload for Ian there. Not getting the pick and gets traded from behind. Optic's able to get 1 and 2. They're going to end up taking this point. So they're actually going to continue to add to their lead of about 50, which is pretty solid. So Optic ends up getting pushed. It's only scrap time. So
yeah. So we take that, don't we? We just rotate to next.
Correct.
Spot.
So Optic
site.
Waffle was the only one left on point for that sole reason. He was just there to kill time
Yeah.
and try to stop them from taking the little bit of extra. So the other three were able to rotate over. We see Link, FaZe, me, and Ian. Unfortunately, it looks like the flank came in very early, and all three, Ian, Link, and FaZe, fell. So let's see what Optic's up to as he works his way around. I'm totally not hiccuping or anything.
I appreciate that he didn't take that long-range gunfight. He knows that he shouldn't be taking it, and
Yes.
he just didn't. And
Indeed.
I can respect that.
And Optic Waffle ends up finding 2 there. He gets that first pick. Oh, let's go and see. Ian gets the pick there, gets the heady. Oh, actually, I would really like to see, in that scenario, Ian push up to that cement wall.
Mm-hmm.
It's working out now that he may get this pick. Oh, he stuck himself. That's unfortunate.
Did he stick himself?
He may not have necessarily stuck himself. He threw the nade into the wall directly in front of him and it killed him. So that's one way to go. Unfortunately, Ian does not get credit for that kill.
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
I mean,
who's even
stat
counting?
line, the ego, sure.
Yeah.
But in the grand scheme of the game, it looks like Cup is C9ing.
We haven't seen that before, folks. So you better open your eyes now to witness once again a Cloud9.
Oh, imagine they Cloud9 a third time.
That would be rather impressive, honestly. Actually, it is really bizarre to me that they haven't been able to take space, because this individual, Eric, was able to push through. He ended up getting 2 there, which was big, but he gets traded out by Link. His teammates weren't pushing up at the same time to get those picks.
Also,
and
UJ Link just picked 3.
Oh, Link, that's just mean. And he gets a 4th? Okay, Link. All right, you got to calm down, buddy. Oh, yeah, he's just playing that heady. Link gets another there.
Head
and
glitching.
Ian.
The COD staple.
This is literally what you do. This is how you COD. All right,
what
so
a fun game.
They ended up getting scrap time, and now they're going to push for the middle point. They only need 10 points to win this map. FaZe me with the 360. I'm not going to lie. I thought that was an enemy that ran in front of him. And I literally...
He's you know what? This one gets to live.
Yeah, yeah, this one. And look at that. UJ takes map 4.
Sheesh.
Really well said. Can you do the
UJ
action as you do it?
Sheesh.
Man, for all of you viewers, you don't understand what you just missed.
Yeah. What's a word? Angelic? I guess.
Angelic?
Yeah.
Is that what you're going for?
Yeah, I think that's pretty close to what would describe what they just visually missed.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say. Yeah. I think this is the point where we just say, yeah, we won 3-1.
Yeah, we're kind of nuts. We played better.
We did talk about how we were dominant last week in Search and Destroy, and then we lost it, which is our only map loss, fortunately. Yeah.
It's the only one we cast or curse them on.
Yeah,
So.
I don't know. I kind of was trying to cast a curse on some of the others. Ironically, Optic Waffle right now is going to be... Well, he has probably about 10 to 15 minutes to play with before he has a chemistry lab for the next 3 hours.
Oh, that's not fun.
Yeah, that's a really great place for him to be. Now, as for the others, I have absolutely no clue. But they better be sticking around for the casting that's going to be occurring for League of Legends.
Oh, because it's going to be very prime.
So, Clicky's going to be casting, and who else? Anyone else?
Maybe Quick Kill. I don't know. I don't know if he said anything in the emailed Shane.
Yeah.
Do we have a guest on the stream? Do we have some?
Is there someone that wants to talk
feedback
about
from one of the players?
The game today? Yeah. Oh, it looks like it looks like we're gonna be bringing on Optic Waffle right here. If you've noticed, we actually have some pretty notable players because we have FaZe and Optic on the same team.
It's kind of insane. I think UJ's players, I think UJ's roster just in general, too good. I think it might actually be unfair to other teams.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I think Measley said it best when earlier when we were talking about 2-upping and how broken it is that UJ gets that buff all the time.
It's insane. It's just by default, believe it or not.
Yeah, isn't that just wild? Well, anyways, let's go ahead and talk with Optic Waffle. Optic Waffle, a nice 3-1 win. We caster cursed you, actually, for the second map because we told them that last week you guys 6-0'd.
Yeah.
On that map, correct?
We did.
It was 6-4.
6-4 on that one, yep.
It was. It came down to some pretty crazy plays, and you had that
The one
4
before.
kill, 8. You know, you had the
Yeah.
ace.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah, we were
That was
totally really loud.
Were you?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll have to watch that over.
I was pretty loud.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
I had to close
I
my
kind of
ears.
just was yelling into the mic to the dismay of the viewers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was weird because I found 3 there initially, and the guy has bomb, and he doesn't even go to plant it, and he challenges me.
Yeah.
And I'm
That's
like,
actually
what
a
is he
really good
doing?
point. Wait,
it was weird.
was the third individual the one with bomb? The one that you killed the Diamati?
Oh, I don't even know. I didn't see if I had bomb down or not.
Got it.
He might have been pushing me from there, and maybe he was trying to just like run from behind and come from an unexpected angle. But it was an interesting play, I thought, for him to push me. But there must have been bomb there. Otherwise, I feel like if he plants A, then he's got like all the opportunity in the world to clutch that.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But you took it, and that's what matters.
Yeah.
And
It was a great game.
actually,
lot of fun.
honestly, you guys' control was pretty dominant as well. 3-0.
3-0.
That was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
We enjoyed your guys' attacking rounds. And
Yeah.
taking both of them and a solid defensive round.
Yeah.
You guys only lost 1 tick on A and B sites.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, no, that was a lot of fun. For some reason, our search and destroy didn't go as well as our respawns, but I guess that just shows that we're fraggers. We just frag out on respawn and game modes.
Yeah, look at you
Um,
guys. You guys are. Respawn mode.
We're
Genies.
kings.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't
where was
know.
going with that.
Another UJ quality. Respawning.
Yes.
Yeah,
believe it
we're
or not.
great at
Legally,
respawning.
yeah.
We can respawn unlimited amount of times. It's crazy.
Clicky, you add in the most impressive statements.
Yeah.
to
I
every
would go with
situation.
wise.
Yeah, okay, wise words.
Very wise.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think most everyone that's listening is like, very wise
Yeah.
by default.
Yeah.
Because that's your UJ quality. that
By
bring you out in
default.
people. Yeah. Actually, there was something I was thinking about. What was it? Oh, I was actually curious. Did
Yeah.
you guys end up having? Could you tell the latency in the game?
Yes,
played in their
absolutely.
servers?
Because we
Absolutely.
could see it.
We could see it.
For
was
some reason, it
bad.
felt like today, like, I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was one of my settings or something, but it was pretty buggy. But I'm so glad they backed out of that last lobby when one of their players actually, the reason why they backed out was I guess one of their players didn't even load in.
That's what I figured.
What a good,
yeah.
You guys had a
well-made
pretty
But
strong
game.
start.
it was
too.
it was so choppy, so I'm so glad they restarted that because all of us were like, dude, it's so laggy.
Dang.
So that was
How did
that was big.
How did the final map end up being with the restart? Was it better?
Oh yeah, it was
Still-
fine.
it was
I
okay.
mean,
Yeah.
the only thing is they knew I was going window the next time, so they had someone else go window, and then I got killed instantly. But we still took hardpoint. and-
Yeah, Link ended up having a pretty clutch 4K there on the site from buses. That
yeah,
was
that was an
nice.
awesome that final kill there. That was really good.
Yeah, all of it was pretty
Really
clean
good.
for you guys. Yeah, Ian, you took site both times,
Yeah.
rather impressively.
Yeah.
The mid site, you pushed in that first time, even before we restarted. You had, I think, a 3K or 3-piece right away, and then they restarted. So you killed their whole team. That's technically an ace, and that's why
Technically.
you're on the Valorant B team. Yeah.
Yeah. Can I just bring up too? Dawson's almost 1v4 in search and destroy
That's so
with the
true.
Milano. That was crazy.
Yeah,
He
that
almost
Milano.
had that. Yeah.
And that was the first time, like, I ever used
First time.
Yeah. And so what they're telling us is actually that was the first time he's used the Milano.
Yeah.
So
He was giving
Another
them
UJ quality.
a little bit fair of a fight, you know.
yeah.
That's why we lost search,
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
the
good point,
Milano.
actually. Yeah.
even though he almost aced. But
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But-
literally halfway through, I'm just like, okay, I need to switch
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, he did end up switching halfway through, which is probably the proper response. But Optic Waffle, thanks for joining us.
Absolutely.
Any of
Thanks
you
for
other
having me.
gamers want to join us for a brief? Oh, look at that.
They're gamers.
Yeah. Yeah, so Optic Waffle's currently being boxed out by Link. There's no ball in play, so I'm not certain what's going on.
I don't know either.
Yeah. It looks like the whole COD team is actually surrounding us.
They're taking space.
It's
you
a bit
know,
intimidating.
in video
yeah.
game terms.
They pushed up mid and were able to take site. So.
Yeah,
Okay,
this
yeah.
was us controlling site.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
actually was. That was true.
Yeah.
So Link, you had a pretty solid. You were very consistent over all of the matches. What was your favorite part of your guys' 3-1 victory?
Definitely both of the hardpoint games. Well, like hardpoint is our worst map when we play, or worst mode when we're playing like league play. So getting those wins is really good for us because it's like surprising, but also like, you know, it's of course it was because we know those two maps like because we run through them a lot because raid is always on the
Raid
league
is
play like
always.
it's always that mode. Always that mode, always that map. So we've gotten like really good at that map. And then Moscow, we played a little bit of a custom game before that because we were like, might as well.
Yes,
And
we
then
were
we got
spectating
that, and that
actually.
was how we figured out how to do the map switches and get all in those points.
Yeah.
Because
well,
like I think towards the end of it, I was like, I'm gonna just push. Because that's like because when the bus one when I got that 4K, I
Right.
was like, I'm pushing this right away.
yeah.
And they were all there, so I was like, I got it.
Yes, that's the response. Another UJ quality actually. As
Responding.
they push. Oh yeah, that too. But as they push, they're like, I got it.
Mm-hmm.
That's all they say.
Mindset.
Yep.
The winning
Yeah.
mindset.
Mhm.
Gotta have it.
Yeah.
UJ
Superior
stays
intellect.
winning.
It's a really good point. Yeah. Yeah.
Does-
So it was enjoyable to watch. We really we enjoyed casting it overall.
Does
Mhm.
the Ian plays want to get in here? Okay. All right.
Oh yeah.
So actually, we're going to be transitioning from Link to Mr. Ian Plays. Ian Plays.
Yo.
Best map of the night was the fourth one. You were frying, okay?
Thank you.
You were nearly double positive last we checked, okay?
Yeah.
2011 was the last time I looked at you, and I'm pretty sure you were like 24 and
I was
12 at the minimum.
26 and 12. Yeah.
26 and 12.
Yeah,
Look at that.
and like you said, double positive. That's two upping.
That's two upping
Yeah.
the UJ quality that's broken. Now,
It's too good.
Ian, what
Yeah.
was your favorite part of the 3-1 win for you guys today?
I think my favorite part, I like playing raid because I don't know what it is about this team, but we always hold down hardpoint every time, and I think our callouts throughout every map really helps, and I think it really pushes us forward as a team.
Yeah, well said. Yeah, communication is such an integral part
For
of this
sure.
game, knowing when to get the trades.
Absolutely.
You guys did a good job getting a lot of the trades after one of you would fall. You were already right on it, being able to pick the one that just got that big. So that was fun. That was enjoyable to watch. What would you say is the one thing that stuck out to you that you guys need to work on going into next week?
Something we need to work on. I think what happened last week, I think we fixed is we weren't pushing as a team as much, and there were some comms that were just off. But today we were really on it. Something we work on. I think pushing as a team in search and destroy. Obviously we did that, and then once one person split off, got picked off one by one, and then there's just some lucky plays that go into fact, and then it's just not cold facts that we're gonna get that round done. So I think if we push as a team, sometimes spreading out works, but sometimes we need to bunker down and push together.
Definitely. That whole map, we were able to see a lot. Both you and Cup were able to hold headies or like hold those high ground spots because you know you have the windows on one side and you have the single window on the other side of the map that you can
Right.
peek from. And those were good picks for us to be able to get, fortunately. But
Another UJ quality picking.
Another UJ quality.
yeah, and
for
not
sure.
your nose. That's the best part.
Believe it.
Do you believe?
Another
I
UJ
believe it.
quality, friendship for sure. Yeah.
That's a really good point.
Truly.
Actually. Thoroughly appreciate.
Phase me, would you like to hop in this?
FaZe Me is gonna hop in next.
Can I get out though?
We need to like get out of here.
No, I think you all need to stay. It was wonderful to hear the future superstar radio voice of Ian Plays. Yeah. All right. Last but not least, Mr. FaZe Me.
Hello.
Yeah. So you want to answer the same question because why not? What was your favorite thing about your 3-1 win?
Favorite thing that happened in this game? Probably. Well, okay. I'm gonna explain why my reasoning before I actually say it.
Go for
So, we tend to like stick with certain maps that we're used to a lot, like raid and standoff and that kind of stuff. But like a map that we were not used to originally was Moscow. So we were like picking between like Express or Moscow, and we're like, you know what, let's go for Moscow because why not? So we picked Moscow and we did our match before the actual game, and like actually like playing through the game and know that like we're actually good at like other maps. That I think that's the best part. Is just going through it and like, wow, we actually can do this, and we should try and like expand how we play on certain maps and
Mhm.
that such.
Absolutely, yeah. Widening your map pool can be a really useful tool, especially if you can continue with some of the dominance you guys showed, especially on control. And your guys' hard points were really consistent.
Oh,
The
yeah.
first
Yeah.
one was
Dude,
convincing.
Yeah,
Even the last one was pretty
like
well
the
played.
the first round for a hard point, like we just have that down. Like we know what we're doing.
Mhm.
We know how to do it. So we just go for it.
Yeah, that's exciting. Exciting to see for
Mhm.
our team. Another UJ quality.
Being excited.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. But I will ask you one other thing. What is one thing you do think you guys need to work on?
Okay. So one thing that we need to work on, I think it has to be like our confidence, because our first round, like we were so confident in that kind of stuff, but like
Yeah.
the second round when we like realized like that the other team was really good at search, I think our confidence went down a little bit,
Mhm.
which definitely got the team like over our heads and that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
So I think we need to like keep in mind that like we can beat them,
Yeah.
even if like they win a match before we do.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
basically just mindset.
Yeah. Well
Yep.
said.
Just working on not getting tilted, not
Yeah.
not getting in your own heads, really.
Mhm.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
sometimes with games like that, it's
It-
less about being tilted and more about you misplay, and it's like you start to play nervous, or you
Yeah.
play on your back foot instead of your
Yes.
lead foot,
Yeah.
and that can really be to your disadvantage,
Yeah.
which I think is how we looked at times. Because, we had natural raw gun skill. When you guys were able to, when you almost took that round, like 4v1, was it? Right?
Yep.
Yeah, and then, Optic Waffle was able to successfully take one round 4v1. That was basically because you guys knew your skill and what you could do, and you were able to utilize your timing for the first time that map. Every
Yeah.
other time, you end up getting picked because you're not patient waiting for something.
Or-
That's what I noticed. Some of us like to
yeah.
vault through a window a little too early. And,
Mhm.
Yeah.
that's okay.
Being aggressive is good. Being overly aggressive is less good.
Exactly.
I
And
can understand that.
especially when you're defending. You need to wait back. You're waiting for them to make contact with you, not you
Yeah.
making contact with them. Now you can do contact towards them in later parts, but you guys played well. It was enjoyable
Yeah.
to watch, as
Oh,
I've said for the 10th.
I'd also like to know like another thing that we do need to work on.
Yeah.
Now, we have like worked on communication like very much, and we have improved a lot. But I think one thing that we do need to like do better on is not to depend on communication that much. Like what I'm saying by that is like say that like I get killed from like behind, and all of a sudden like that person is like up to the next person, and I
Right.
don't have any time to say that.
Right.
So what I think we need to focus on is that we need to focus on like the HUD, or like we need to focus on like the kill feed and
Just-
that kind
yeah.
of, or like
Just
just noises in
awareness.
general.
Yeah,
Yeah, awareness. We
awareness.
need to work on awareness.
Another UJ quality.
Being aware.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like during the search and destroy round, like there was many times where like I got picked off, and then all of a sudden that person like went on to the next person without like me having the time to say anything. So
Yeah.
that's all I have to say.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing. Unfortunately, we do have to wrap it up relatively quick because we have League of Legends coming up next at 7.
All
Thank
right.
you, Phase Me, for your input.
No problem. Thank you for
Glad to
having
have
me.
you. Looking forward to next week. Well,
Here,
Clicky.
I'll throw that.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
is
attempt
it
to do
wrapped
this.
around? There we go.
There we go.
We're gaming. We're gaming.
Gaming indeed. Clicky,
Okay.
are we ending the stream or transitioning in?
Well,
look at
do we
that.
have to change stream delay though? Yes. Yep. So we have to
Alright.
end stream for a few minutes just so we can change some stuff with the stream. But we'll be back in 3 minutes? I want to say. Something like 3 minutes. So yeah, we'll see you guys then. Don't go anywhere.